Nobody knows where prices are going. Will the stock market go up? Will Bitcoin go up? Will gold suddenly start crashing? Nobody knows what's going to happen. But there are some data points that are reoccurring. It gives us ideas of probabilities. Because even though nothing is certain, we can say if something is currently cheap or expensive. Things, for example, tend to be expensive when a lot of people speculate on them, right? When there's a lot of short-term holders, when the long-term holders are taking profit, and everybody is just talking about a particular asset. When an asset is trendy, we might consider not buying too much. Now here's one interesting data point for Bitcoin. We've got the long-term Bitcoin price here in black, and we've got the short-term holder supply. So how many Bitcoin are there on average in the short-term holders' hands? And this tends to go up, this orange area, when the price tends to rally further and further. And whenever we stop rallying, we also tend to go down with the short-term holder supply. In other words, when there's a bear market, the short-term speculative money exits and the long-term investors get in. And when there's a bull market, and when the bull market heats up, more and more of the supply is in the hands of the greedy, short-minded people. And so this gives us a good hint, right? We should be buying when there's not so many short-term holders. We should be selling when there's a lot of short-term holders. Now, currently, we've got 5.4 million Bitcoin in the short-term holders' hands. It is more than what we had when Bitcoin was at 70K. It's not yet at the levels of April of 2021, where we then subsequently went down all the way to 16K in Bitcoin, right? From 60K to 16K. Now this red line that we see over here, what looks like a moving average, that is the short-term holder cost basis. So it appears as if during a bull market, most of the time, the price is above the short-term holder cost basis. Once we break that, once the short-term holders start to get into losses, that's also when this orange chart at the bottom tends to go down, right? So the short-term holders are only interested in short-term profit. They are not going to buy more when they're in losses. They just want to ride the current wave. Now, currently, we are very, very close to the short-term holder realized price. So to the average price that the short-term holders got their Bitcoin for. That price is currently at $92,500 roughly. Once we fall below, then the short-term holder ownership is likely going to decrease as well. And that could be a potential start of a bear market. Now we can have a look at the Bitcoin that is in the hands of the short-term holders. We can also have a look at how much of those short-term holders are currently in losses. And that's
to get the full length video, feel free to simply subscribe over here. Then you get it recommended by the algorithm.